Hey everybody, thought I would try to get in a quick premiere here. So how's everybody doing today? Did I introduce myself? Lately retired granny here. Yeah, so I found a topic to discuss. And hopefully you guys can chime in and get in the chitter chatter room. I'm just going to wait a couple minutes here for everybody to get in here, get settled, say hi, you know, all that stuff that friends do. Yeah, I'm still continuing my journey on the second panel. Okay. Hopefully Ellie doesn't bother me too much. I'm going to do this, and while it's uploading, take her outside. So just remember that this is a recording, but the chat room is live. So I'll be in the chat room. So you can ask me questions or make comments, talk about whatever you want other than the topic that I've chosen. So yeah, you don't have to stay on the topic matter. So just something for me to talk about while I do this video. Yeah, so I thought it would be fun, at least for those that are a little older, to talk about what it was like living or growing up in the 60s and what we remember that was going on then. That, I don't know, some things may be the same, but a little bit different. Yeah, so, okay, so let me get this put away and venture on to my next one. I think I can do A's. That'll keep me busy for a while. 9. Alrighty. Are we ready? Okay, what I remember about the 60s, some of the highlights that, or maybe not highlights, but that's kind of a bad word. But I remember every Sunday night we watched The World of Disney. And then we watched Ed Sullivan. And yeah, Ed Sullivan was not my favorite program. But remember when he had the Beatles on? Now, I really didn't know what the Beatles were. Oh man, I don't remember the year they were on. But I was, 64. So I believe I was, 64, I would have been 11. So maybe 6th grade. But yeah, so I really wasn't into music and that type of thing yet. But we watched it just for the hype and all that. And all these girls screaming. And I mean, I'd never seen anything like it before. And it's like, wow. But they did sing some catchy songs. I remember they did She Loves You. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, I thought that was a real catchy song. And then I Want to Hold Your Hand. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they did songs that were, sing-along songs. And then you see the songs that they did later on as wow. Yeah. But yeah, and Lawrence Welk, I remember my dad had to had to watch the Lawrence Welk show. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. That was went to my bedroom and would read or something. Of course, we could probably talk just on TV shows that were on in the 60s. There were so many. I remember the Patty Duke Show. That was so popular in my grade school. And, of course, I didn't get to watch it because that was not on my dad's list of shows that he wanted to watch. He liked Westerns. So, but I did watch it a couple times because my dad wasn't home. So, yeah. But I was so jealous because I'd go to school and the next day and everybody would be talking about the Patty Duke Show. Isn't that funny? And then I liked watching American Bandstand. Just watching the people that were on the show, the dancers and the styles and all that. And it seemed like they all wore white shoes. The girls, anyway. I don't know about the guys, but and the fashions, watching them, they were always wore dresses. The girls did not wear pants. And then when we moved, I was in 9th grade when we moved, and yeah, we got a color TV. Woohoo! But I liked the show Laugh-In. Of course, I was probably too young to really get a lot of the jokes and stuff, but I just thought that was a really cool show. And then Saturday night watching roller derby and wrestling and yeah, all that. Did you guys watch those shows? Yeah. Yeah, it was nice when we had 2 TVs because then I could go out in the family room and watch what I wanted while my dad was watching his Westerns. Although we didn't have a lot of options back there. We only had 3 or 4 TV stations at the time. And you had to watch it on the night it was on because there was no recordings or it playing again. And then Saturday morning cartoons. I really can't remember my cartoons that I like to watch. But I remember when I was probably in high school, my half-sisters were a lot younger than me, and, you know, they were watching Sesame Street, but I think at the time it was like on PBS channel. It wasn't a regular channel. Maybe it just come in. We were able to get that channel. And then I had a friend when I was in high school that the bus could not be late getting us home because she had to watch Dark Shadows. She was really into that. And I really never, got into it, which really kind of shocked me, especially now that I think back about it. Because she did not seem the type that would like that kind of show. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I had my Barbie doll. Did you guys have Barbie dolls? And Ken and Midge. Yeah, I love playing Barbie dolls with the neighbor kids. And then when I was in the 6th grade, the big thing was to have troll dolls and make some little clothes for them, and you had a little box that you would put them in with all their clothes and accessories and their bed and all that, and we could have it on our desk, but we weren't allowed to play with it, touch it, nothing, except at, lunchtime, recess, and we could take our trolls and play with them. I can't remember what color hair my troll had, or its name or anything. I have some little trolls here that I have found at thrift stores and whatnot. It just really brings back a really good memory for me. Yeah, I like that. And do you guys remember wearing go-go boots? Oh yeah. The white go-go boots. I think I had some. And when I was in junior high, the big fashion was the high-waisted granny dresses. And at my school, another one of the fashions was wearing nylons. This was in junior high, so like 65, wearing nylons that were like cinnamon color, and then wearing your knee socks on top of them, so it looked like you had tanned legs. Yeah, that was a big fashion statement. Oh my goodness. And then our dresses and skirts, you know, they couldn't be above your knee. No pants. You had to wear dresses. Yeah, times have changed. I think it was when I was a senior in high school, we could wear pantsuits. Yeah, I bet we couldn't wear jeans to school or anything like that. Yeah, what else did we do? I remember we rode our bikes. That's when I was in grade school. I rode my bike everywhere. It was nice to ride a bike to school. It didn't take quite as long. I had a long walk to school, so. And for me, I love to take cold lunch rather than have hot lunch. But I didn't get to do that very often. So that was, and at our school, when it was in grade school, you had like first and second graders come in, and they would go through, they had one set of tables, and then, you know, the third and fourth graders would come in, and then the fifth and sixth graders would come in. Well, every time the whole classroom, each classroom got to the table and settled in, you couldn't eat until everybody had gone through the lunch line and all that and were settled. And then we had these bells that somebody had to ring, and I loved being the one who would ring the bell. Everybody wanted to do that. But you'd go up to the bells and you'd go ding, 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 ding. And then the whole cafeteria would have to be quiet while prayers were said. Yeah. And back then they didn't split up the lunches, so you know, everybody was, you know, in and out. I mean, at some point, all grades were in the cafeteria. We had a huge cafeteria. And nothing was brought in. Everything was made there at the school. So they were pretty good meals, but yeah, so. And then you could go back for seconds if there was enough leftovers. But there were days I really did not like the lunch, so I would have preferred cold lunch. Which I'm sure the kids with cold lunch would rather have hot lunch, but but I remember thinking some of those kids, you know, they had good hot lunches, and they would have a thermos with like hot soup, a sandwich, and a fruit, and a dessert. Oh man, it just looks so good. It's funny now because when I was in school, you know, you just walked to school. If you were in walking distance, most of the kids did walk to school. However, I mean, you always have those that their parents took them. And I didn't have that luxury, but and we lived quite a ways away from the school. And then I walked to junior high, and when we moved, we were far away from the junior high and high school, so then I had to ride the bus. I was so excited to ride the bus. But it's not so exciting when you're the first picked up and the last dropped off. Let's see, what else happened in the 60s? Yeah, and at least we always had to sit at the dinner table together. And so when Dad got home, that was dinner time. And then after dinner, we didn't have a dishwasher. I don't even know if they had dishwashers back then, but yeah, wash the dishes. Yeah, but we always had to have our meals together, so no TV dinners or, you know, stuff like that. But I know when we moved, and like I said, I was in the 9th grade, and I just don't remember. My brain does not remember. See, my one sister is 8 years younger than me, and the other one was 12 years younger than me. And I know, let's see. Of course, the kids sat in high chairs. I just don't remember sitting at our one house together with the little ones. I do remember when we moved, I guess we got rid of our dining room table, the one that we ate dinner at. We had another formal, huge dining room table that we only used on special occasions, but at the house that we moved into, it had a bar that was around the stove and stuff behind it, and that's where we ate. So yeah, so it actually wasn't around a kitchen table then. Where I sat, I stared into a wall. I don't know why we didn't use our big formal table. That would have been nice. But it was only used for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And the rest of the time, it sat there and gathered dust. Isn't that kind of weird? What else did we do when we were kids? Yeah, but we got to, go and just mess around outside, and then you come in when your dad whistled you in for dinner. That's what my dad did. And his whistle was loud. And he was the only dad who did that. Oh, it used to embarrass me. Okay, what else we got here? Yep, that's Ellie right here. Bumping my arm. She wants to go outside because there's something going on out there, and she wants to go out there and bark at somebody, I guess. I don't know. Now she's bringing her stuffy to me. Ellie. Could you guys come up with something? Ellie, I swear, whenever I get on the camera, that's when you want to play. You goofball. I remember going trick-or-treating. We lived in a new housing development when I was in grade school, and yeah, my dad had to take us out trick-or-treating. We didn't get to go by ourselves, and yeah, so we just went around the neighborhood. I remember when I was in junior high, my friend and I would catch the bus and go downtown and hang out for a while. I don't know what in the world we did. I mean, our downtown is small. It's practically non-existent now, but yeah, I was able to take the bus, but first I had to get all my housework done before I could meet my friends and go downtown, hang out for a while. I remember I had one friend in 7th grade that I loved going over to her house. Her mom was just so cool, and actually one spring break, my friend's grandparents had a house over at the coast, and so we went over there for a week, my friend and I, and we took the bus and went there, and then her parents came and picked us up, and that was a lot of fun. I was glad to do that, but you know, it was rainy and cold, and we had to stay up. They had a room up in their attic, which was super scary. I'll never forget that. But that old house is still there. So I don't know if it was passed on in the family or what, because that was her grandparents' house. And her grandma was pretty cool. So I don't know. I don't think I really lived an exciting life in Sleepy Salem. I suppose it's different for kids that, you know, live in the big city or and stuff, but and of course we picked strawberries and green beans during the summer to earn money for school clothes. I don't think they do that anymore. I think you have to be 18 to work anywhere. Okay, well, I've been on here for 33 minutes. I think that's about a good one for a premiere. Don't want to keep you a long time, but I hope you chit-chatted in the chat room. And if you're watching this back at a later time, you can chit-chat in the comments. Just gonna finish this up. So, and I do appreciate you guys stopping by and supporting me in my little ventures here in YouTube land. Get to know people. Oh man, I'm just about through with this this section. Yahoo! Okay. I'm going to let you go. Again, I do appreciate you stopping by, answering the questions, participating, all that good stuff. So I will chat with you later.